Happy that the fans came out. We had a hell of a fight. I told everybody I was gonna go forward. I could have sat back, took my time, and just boxed, the same way that I did in a lot of other fights. But I wanted to give the fans an exciting fight. I told you guys McGregor would land shots because I would come straight ahead.
What do you want to say to those who wanted to see you lose?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody can root for who they want to root for. At the end of the day, I was just a better man tonight. He's a tough competitor, and he still have a long career ahead of him.
Does he have a career in boxing?
We had to get his condition a little bit better. What I really paid attention to was his fights in the MMA. He come out, he shoot a heavy low in the beginning, and then he starts to fade. So what I did, I said I'm gonna go straight ahead, let him shoot all his heavy shots, and then down the stretch, I'll take control.
A lot of talk about the power in his punch. He caught you a couple of times. What was the power like?
Oh, he caught me with a couple good shots. I mean, he's not a heavy hitter like most fighters that I face, but he pack a pretty good punch.
In terms of your career, when you look back, what do you want people to remember Floyd Mayweather by?
Well, just know that I went out 50-0, and in my last fight, I gave him a bang.
How's the hand?
My hands are great. I use the best gloves in the world. Grant boxing gloves. They're the best gloves in the world.
I know, Elvis. I had some.
Elvis Grant is, but also the guy that wrapped my hands. Oh man.
Do it all, Bob.
Do it all. How you know? Do it all?
I know it.
Yeah. Bob Ware, aka Do It All Bob. He's the best in the business at wrapping hands.
I followed your fights.
Thank you.
I've talked to you before fights.
Yes.
You seemed the same before this fight, but when we saw you get in the ring, was definitely a different opponent than you're used to facing, but it was a different Floyd Mayweather than we have seen. What was different?
Nothing was different. I know that this was the last fight. So, with this being the last fight, you want to say, wish, basically see everybody, wave to everybody, for my farewell fight.
This is the farewell fight?
Farewell
this is
fight. This is it. I couldn't ask for a better career. To come into the sport, be in the sport 21 years, and make over $1 billion in the sport is truly amazing.
Speaking of money, you gambled on your perfect record and you won. I know you went to place a bet. What did you bet on and how much did you win?
I had to make sure they let my guy put the bet in. I'll check because earlier I went to go bet on myself and they didn't let me put the bet in. Earlier today I tried to put a heavy bet in and the sports book wouldn't let me bet.
It wasn't illegal to do that.
But I was betting on a knockout and they said I couldn't because they said I'm the promoter also because it's Mayweather Promotions.
Were you trying to knock him out?
Well, I took my time. I told you, we both promised everybody that this fight wouldn't go the distance. And hopefully the fans got their money's worth. It was a good fight.
It was a good fight. You got a Bugatti. You got.
This is not my first Bugatti. It's my.
I know.
This is number 6.
Just number 6. Well, in terms of a present for yourself after this, what are you going to do?
Just more smart investments. Only thing I want to do is make more smart investments and continue this to live a healthy life.
Well, congratulations on 50-0, and thank you for the time, Floyd.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, Kate. Connor, obviously there's a lot going on. You just fought 10 very hard rounds. What is your assessment of that performance against Floyd Mayweather?
Don't know. I thought I lost a match. I don't think I lost a fight. I thought I lost a match. I thought his composure was very impressive. I didn't think his speed or his power. I thought the early rounds were mine handy. I thought I heard him in the first. I thought picking them apart up until the third. I thought the first 4 rounds I thought were mine. Maybe you'll give him 1 in the first 4. Then he took over 5, 6, 7. I think I won the 8th. Then he won 9 and then the 10th. But there's always a patch in my career, in my fights where I'm like, I go through this fatigue stage and I just kind of get a little flat. But I come through it. It's not damage. It's not damage I'm feeling. I wasn't wobbled. I wasn't rocked. I never saw... You know what I mean? Even the final stoppage, one of them snapped the head back, and then there was 3 more after that, and then the 3 were glancing. So I would have liked to get to that corner. Like even in the training, in the build-up, I had those 8, 9, 10 were kind of iffy rounds. But then when I saw the finish line, I saw 11 and 12, I came back alive. I knew, right, I've only played 6 minutes there, and I could push it again. So I feel if I had got through that 10th round, I could have got my composure again. Do you know what I mean? But what can you do? We stopped it, so that's it. I thought the ref done a great job anyway. And I thought Floyd was very composed. That's basically it. was just he had composure. I don't think he had the speed. I don't think he had the speed around this. I just thought he was composed and he picked the shots right and he bounced my shots off him right. That's what experience will get you. That's what 50 pro fights will get you.
When you were going into this fight and your preparation, what really was the game plan?
You know, it was just more to get adjusted to 12 rounds. I've never done 12 rounds before, you know what I mean? So just getting adjusted to that was, I suppose, a big factor, putting in the sparring rounds. Even in the sparring rounds, I was like super slick early rounds, 3, 4 rounds, I'm always mine. Started to kind of get fatigue, 8, 9, 10, were a little iffy rounds for me. But then I'd always get that second wind, and 11 and 12 I'd always take over again. I didn't get to the 11th and 12th, so I don't know.
I want to ask you about those early rounds. Obviously, you were very sharp in there. A lot of people would have given you those early rounds.
I threw one uppercut and it just hit him here and then hit him here. If it was a millisecond earlier, it would have just hit him there, and that would have been all she wrote. Right. But here, I tell you what, he took the smacks well and he stayed composed. I could see a little bit of panic in his face early on, but he absorbed them and stayed in it, so fair play to him.
Was there any part of you that was a little bit hesitant when you were throwing in those early rounds, trying to conserve power, saying, "Oh, maybe I'm not going to throw as hard as possible"?
Yeah, because I'm thinking of 12 rounds, of course. I'm thinking of 12 rounds, like I said. I could get to the full 6 handy, but then I'm like, after the 6, I'm like, right, I have another 6 to go. So I always had that iffy little, those couple of rounds after the 6. But then I'd see the finish line again, 11 and 12, 10, 11, 12, or even 11 and 12, and then I'd get that second wind again. So, of course, it was a 12 rounder. I'm not used to it, so I had that was what the focus of the camp was. They adjust to 12 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, obviously. In that 10th round, had you known that the referee was going to stop it like that, without you being in severe danger, would you have maybe just been a little more defensive with your arms?
Yeah, I should have just kept my hands up and stayed in tight. But I don't know. Whatever. He's done well. What can I say?
Do you feel like you earned the respect of the boxing community?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you that. I mean, I went in and put on I thought I'd done better than most of them against them. I certainly thought I won more rounds than anyone's won against them. So I thought I was hitting him clean. Although he was catching some snapback shots, I was catching him with the jab clean, and his head was snapping back many times. So, fuck it.
You two exchanged some words in there. What really was said between the two of you?
I just said fair play to you. I thought I had you the early rounds, but your composure shone through. You're a composed man, and you got the win. Like, nothing but respect. And then I was like, but when I got your back them times, it would have been over there and there. But that was what killed me, I think, because I blew energy taking his back, and then I'm at his back, and then the referee separated. So I enjoyed it though. Enjoyed it very much. The whole build-up was completely different. So.
Do you feel like he was ducking down? Do you feel like he was turning back his back? Do you feel like he was thinking to preserve his own energy and to tire you out there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I got through that 10th round, I think then he has to deal with his energy. So I mean, like, if you think of the DS3, I had that little wobbly stage, but then he blew his muck, and then round 4 was mine, and round 5 was mine. Do you know what I mean? You come through this. So that's what I'm thinking. If I'd have got to that corner and got my composure, then I'm thinking he's had to throw a lot of shots, and I'm still here. Now it's him that has to deal with his energy. So that's why I was a bit upset that it got stopped like that. Let me go to me, unless I go down. Do you know what I mean? He's not a powerful puncher. You know what I mean? He's composed, but he's not powerful, so that shouldn't have been stopped, I don't think.
I know this is a really hard question to answer, but where do you feel like you go from here?
I haven't a clue. Have not got a clue, Megan. Don't know. Who else wants it? Who's next? I don't give a bollocks. I've got multiple world titles in the UFC. I've got boxing wants me. I know they want to see me back here as well, so I don't know. I tell you where I go. Back to figure out where I went wrong. Back to adjust to forward pressure. Back to... Because at range, no one can beat me. Nobody can touch me. It's when he changed up, put his hands up to his ears and put his forehead on my chest. And I'm like that. And I'm blowing shots off his arms. That's what kind of got me. I tried to peel the glove a few times. I hit him a few times, tried to peel the glove. But he's composed, and that's it. I'm going to get better at that. And an opponent sitting here and letting the shots go. So if you look at the DS3, that's what he done. He came in like that and started digging in. And then that's what Floyd done after the first 4 rounds, because he had to do that because he was getting picked off. I'm going to get better at that. And then come back. That's it.
Well, I have no doubt, and I look forward to watching your journey. Conor, thank you so much for speaking to us all these weeks throughout camp. It has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate